Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With FishingBooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. FishingBooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to FishingBooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.
Adobe Firefly is the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video editing for today's creative process. Built for creators of every kind, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, the budgets aren't getting bigger, and the timelines, oh yeah, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Unlock a better way to make with Adobe Firefly.
All right, welcome back to the Survival and Basic Badass Podcast. Kevin and Chuck. Today, we're going to talk Master of Disguise. So, what I'm thinking, I know we've done Gray Man and blending in and trying to fit in, but I'm talking about straight pistachio disguise. Right?
Nice.
Master of Disguise. Now, I mean, I'm talking about straight walking into the Turtle Club.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is a movie, if you guys are not familiar, Master of Disguise.
Sure,
with
it's
Dana
for like
Carvey.
4-year-olds.
Yes.
But
And it was also the dumbest movie that has ever been made for a 4-year-old.
yes, that part is accurate, but there was an attractive girl in it.
You could say that about most movies.
That's true, you could. And obviously, me and Kevin don't even notice attractive girls. So
That's right,
I don't
we're
even
married.
know why I would bring that
We're
up.
married.
That's like straight crazy talk right there. But actually, one of the things, one of our listeners had brought up that he was very interested in kind of looking into disguises and blending in. And maybe, if you were going to do some sabotage, this might be something you'd consider.
Robbing banks. Whatever your thing is.
Sabotage, whatever.
Right. This was Chris. This is an email from Chris. That was requesting this.
All right.
Now, let's talk a little bit about disguises. Basically, a disguise, we're talking about anything that can change your appearance.
Well, one of the things, like the reason I actually brought up the Turtle Club stupid analogy, right, is that he looked ridiculous. He went in, he was dressed up like a turtle. And they were like, that's the dumbest thing. That's not what we do here. We don't dress up like turtles. It's just the name of the club. But here's the thing. Here's the kicker. You didn't recognize him as Dana Carvey.
Mm-hmm.
And if you saw him as himself or as the turtle guy, you immediately wouldn't put it together like, hey, that's the same guy.
Right.
So he still distracted you from his original appearance. So in a way, he was effective. Now, he was not in a good disguise to blend in because he looked like a jackass, but he was able to alter his appearance.
Right. And I think that's an important distinction when we're talking about disguises. There's a difference between wanting to change your look, say you stick up a bank, and immediately want to look like somebody different. There's a difference between that and being not noticed for who you are or just not being noticed at all. If you're wanting to change your appearance from what you did look like to what you now look like, a lot of that can just be done with clothes. Maybe you dress with an outer layer with bright colors or like a graphic tee that will, a graphic t-shirt that'll make that people will remember and then discard that. Clothing that is bright orange that you can just shrug off. And
I saw him. He had a blue bandana tied around his pant leg.
Right, exactly.
And then you drop that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're a different guy.
Right.
But that's the thing. Like some things, like sometimes, you want to be kind of the gray man. A t-shirt with nothing, just like a gray t-shirt,
right?
Whatever. He looks
Just
like an
blend in.
average guy.
Yeah.
That's what they tell the police. But maybe you wear something so audacious or crazy as, he was wearing that fluorescent orange freaking ball cap, and that's what everybody. Oh, I know the guy.
Right.
He was the one wearing the fluorescent orange ball cap.
Yeah. The
Well, yeah,
dude that
but-
was dressed like a turtle.
But what was his hair color? Oh, I don't know. He had the ball cap.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a thing. So sometimes you can add a distraction level, but other times you just want to go unnoticed.
Right. And I think that's a having a hat that you can remove is a big deal. But if you're just trying to blend in, you don't want to wear a hat at all. I remember when I was in I don't know, some country that was covered in sand.
Some country covered with sand.
Some sandy country, someplace. And I went out with a friend of mine, and
Say it's Yemen.
it was not Yemen.
Oh, okay.
And a friend of mine was wearing a baseball cap.
All right.
And I was looking around. I was like, "What are you doing, dude? You're the only person
Yeah.
within 30 miles of this place
And then
that
even
has
worse,
a
it was
baseball
like
cap
New
on."
York Yankees. Yeah.
You're not blending in,
Dumbass
buddy.
tourist.
Let's see here. There's some clothes that you can get that's turned inside, that you can turn inside out.
seen
Blue
it.
to gray, whatever it is, jackets, things like that. And then there's also, when we're talking about clothes, for a long time that was the jam in the Revolution. A lot of the British soldiers would wear American uniforms, and Americans would wear British uniforms. It's the same language; they look the same. There's not, so it's easy to switch out like that. That's against the Geneva Convention now, but
Maybe you don't play by their rules.
yeah, maybe you ain't got to listen to those Swiss bastards.
I know when I go out, I like to wear a hijab.
Hijab, yes. I think the Najib is the one that covers your face.
Oh, okay.
So then,
Well, I
then
do
you have
have
the scarf.
seductive eyes.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
I always noticed when I was in the Middle East, those women, they would do like crazy makeup with their eyes because that's the only
that's
thing
what
that's
they
showing.
got.
But it doesn't matter what kind of muumuu burqa you wear, it cannot cover up fat. And I have to say that it shocks me that you can live in a climate that hot and have that many obese women. But it's, if you go down to Miami and everyone's wearing bikinis and stuff like that, good-looking girls. They spend time on their physique. If you're covered up with a muumuu, whether you look, you've got a perfect body or you're 300 pounds, it's easy to let yourself slip, I think.
I think that's it.
Yep.
I mean, definitely you go to California or Miami, LA, whatever, your standards
Yeah,
are
it
there.
goes up.
In New York, there's still high standards in New York City, but they're not as high.
Right, because you're wearing a winter
You're
coat.
still competing fashion, but you can let yourself go a little bit. The sweater, you get a little, a little belly, it happens.
It happens.
But you're out on the beach all the time. Everybody's got to compete,
Another easy way to
Kevin,
change
that's just foul. I just have to point out. I'm offended by that whole discussion.
I'm just saying I wouldn't date a girl from Alaska. That's all I'm saying.
That's all you're saying?
You can easily change your hairstyle. Most people can.
All right.
As far as styling it a different way. But you can also get it cut. You can change your hair with a wig. My wife had a touch
wig,
of that
hair color?
breast cancer, and she bought out the whole damn wig shop.
Wigs are making a comeback.
And I tell you what, there's a big difference between a $30 wig and a $400 wig.
Is there?
Big difference. I know because I have about $400 wigs in my bedroom that she never wears now because her hair's grown back.
$370 sounds like the difference. Now, I always tell the old lady, I'm like, hair starts to slip, whatever. Dolly Parton wig.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dolly knew what she was doing.
Mm-hmm. She was famous. I think that was her quote where she said it costs a lot of money to look this trashy.
That
Gotta
always
love Dolly
sounds right.
Parton. You can color your hair too. that's a little bit more time consuming. You're, looking at a little bit more of a disguise, but I mean,
And you're not dumping the disguise as quick.
right.
I mean, I
Right.
know some of it, it's, I had to take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
But
Some of it is real
you're not
simple to
doing
get rid
that in
of.
the alley.
Right.
So,
And, maybe this is a permanent disguise where you're changing who you were to who you're going to be, So it all depends. An easy way to get, to change your appearance is to get old.
ooh.
So I've seen some of the basic tutorials. It's
What is
fairly
it, Bad
easy.
Grandpa?
Yes, where he gets his junk stuck in the vending machine. It was just upsetting.
That is
I
upsetting.
was just in pain that whole
just-
scene.
I just can't help but remember the diner scene where he exploded up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sick man.
Yeah, well, you are, but I mean,
But yeah,
that's
but
why
no,
we
when
love
you
you.
go old, that totally changes. And going
Right.
older is not that hard to do.
yeah, it's hard to look younger. It's
I
easy
actually
to
had
look
somebody
older.
tell me, "Well, you're like what, 50?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
That hurt my feelings.
I'm like, "I'm not
Oh.
50. That kind of hurts."
You just have to roll with it when they
You
say
just
that
go
stuff.
with it?
Yeah.
I was like, "This is embarrassing for both." All right, sorry. Go off task there.
well, you can to get old, you can trace. You take like a eyebrow pencil,
Okay.
and just trace the lines in your face, the laugh lines, the crow's feet, forehead wrinkles. Just trace all the wrinkles, from your nose to your face,
I do have some wrinkles.
and it'll make those wrinkles look darker, and it'll be real easy to do. Some talcum powder on your hair will give it like a salt and pepper look, and you also want to think about accessories when you're doing these sorts of disguises. If you're older, you might want to have glasses,
Okay.
a cane, a walker. A cane is great because you can actually club somebody. It's difficult to do that with a walker.
Yeah.
You can fight off lions, maybe.
And maybe you get one of those canes that pulls apart with the sword in it. Yes.
The sword cane, the famous sword cane.
That only sounds right. Plus, you get some of those hickory sticks or whatever. You-
Well, I've seen. I was looking at. We were talking about improvised weapons a few months ago,
okay.
and I was watching some videos on cane fighting, and there's some guys pretty legit.
You're ready to step it up?
Yeah, I mean, if you have a cane, you might as well know how to use it.
All right.
You can also get big. What I mean by that is like wrap yourself in a towel underneath your sweatshirt. Give yourself a little bit of a gut.
And I
broaden
mean,
your
if you have
shoulders.
time and resources, they sell those like fat body suits kind of thing. Now, obviously, you can only go so far before it's noticeable in your hands and your
Right.
face and
Right.
whatever. But maybe if you're planning out something, but then again, it could be awkward when you're like, oh, that guy looked like he was wearing a fat suit. And then,
And then they find a
maybe-
fat suit.
and they find the fat suit at your house. It's kind of like, yeah, that wasn't me though. Now maybe fat suit, Santa outfit, beard, the whole thing.
Nice.
Because if Santa did it, that's what they're going to remember. It was Santa.
There was a guy that robbed a bank near my house. It's probably about
Wasn't
10
me.
years ago, and he had a false leg, and it was clearly a false leg, and he robbed the bank that was 3 miles from his house. So everyone's like, it's that dude with the false leg, and within 45 minutes they were
Knocking
coming
on
up through
his
his
door.
backyard and coming up the driveway. So I mean. Maybe disguise that false leg, or go to some place where they don't remember the one dude that has
Right.
the fake leg.
Right. So another thing, like the most notable thing about somebody's face seems to be like their eyes, their eyebrows, and their nose.
Right.
That, think of like a 2-inch line.
That little window.
You know,
Yeah.
what you're seeing when I'm wearing the hijab thing happening, right?
Right. That's why Superman was so smart, where he'd put the glasses.
The glasses, people were like,
On.
what?
Nobody knows who it is.
Who
now.
is that guy? Well, that's the thing. So, like, that's where, like, sunglasses are huge. You kind of change your eyebrow shape.
Yeah.
Things like that. You could, like, believe it or not, you can, like, trim your eyebrows a little bit or, do things. It'll make a big difference. But also, you don't have to pluck your eyebrows. You can actually add to your eyebrows.
Right. Right.
which will change
Color
you know,
them in.
a lot. And then you can go back to who you were, and there's no problem.
Yeah,
And-
obviously be judicious with the eyebrow pencil if you're trying to color them in.
We all know that, you can buy like different eye color contact lenses, things like that.
Right.
That's maybe you make some fun cat eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The weird
Yes.
cat eyeballs with the slits
Sure.
or something. Whatever. Go crazy.
Go crazy.
We got a guy at like Barnes and Noble that's a dude, but he's a chick.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? So, I mean, not to dime the bookstore or anything, but every time I go in there, I'm like, dude, I know you're not really a chick. And is that wrong? Am I full of hate?
I was at a there's more than one in this area.
Really?
Because I saw a man, or I saw, excuse me, I'm sure his preferred pronoun is she and not he.
Okay.
She had a very large bosom that was also hairier than my chest. I don't know what you were going for with that, Maybe
Is
one
your
comes
chest
before the
hairy?
other. Very hairy.
Very hairy.
But I mean, maybe he goes home and takes those fake boobs off.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this person looks like. I don't know anything.
Exactly.
Master of disguise.
Master of disguise. Now,
Sunglasses.
You thought that we were being crude and offensive,
Mhm.
but really we were letting you in on a secret
Fake boobs.
to disguising. So, just saying, we're
Yeah.
putting that out there.
Sunglasses are another thing. I always see people, that it bothers me wearing them.
Yes.
Actually,
Because
drives
you're
me
like,
crazy.
it's nighttime.
Right.
Why are you wearing sunglasses? I don't understand.
But I mean, it is a good way to kind of cover up what you look like. I worked with this dude for probably 3 weeks before I noticed that he had really weird beady eyes that were super close together because he was always wearing sunglasses. Now let's talk about accessories aside of eyewear. How about a scarf that you can just pull up over your face if you want to? It's just a regular scarf. Things like backpacks, suitcases. If you're wearing a suit and you have a suitcase, you look a little bit more official. If you got an orange vest on and a hard hat and a clipboard, those are accessories that you can just have in your car.
It was the guy from the electric company.
That dude.
You didn't see him? Because the electric company guy.
You know what I just saw online? You can buy fake wasps' nests that fit over your electric box if you're going to get your electric turned off.
Genius.
I love it.
That's the secret of the pros right there.
It's going to cost you $180 to get your electric bill caught up so they don't turn you off, or $30 for a fake hornet's nest.
Fake hornets. And you can use that in multiple locations. After you move out of there, you go to the next
just bring it with you.
Or maybe you go get your own real wasp nest, wasps included.
Right. Yeah. I'm not going to get into that story. That's a whole different topic. Jewelry, cane, we already mentioned. Shoe lifts, change your height.
I think that's a big one. Because I know when I go to Burger King, they got the little sticker on the door.
They got the sticker on the door,
It's
right?
like,
The banks
this
have
guy
it.
is 5'8" or whatever.
Convenience stores in
Yep.
bad neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know exactly how tall they are. Except you don't when you have shoe lifts.
The joke's on them. Now, I was thinking another one. I don't know if you remember, speaking of Dana Carvey, the, Fred Savage, when he had the mole.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, that was not, Dana Carvey was not involved in that movie.
No, I know, but I was thinking Mike Myers, Dana
Okay,
Carvey.
all right. Saturday Night
Wayne's
Live.
World.
Mhm.
Excellent. Right. So, anyway, but I'm thinking, you notice that mole, right?
Right.
And you're like, oh, that. I don't even know who was behind
Right.
it. I just saw
But he had a mole on his face and he had cat eyes.
Yeah, a giant mole and cat eyes. So, that's what they're going to remember.
All right. How about just disguising your general everybody has the
Disguising your
same sort
genitals?
of gait. No.
Oh,
We can get into that if you want to. I
You're
mean, I'm
saying
open.
you're
I mean, we could talk about Merkins. You know what a merkin is?
I don't
You
know
don't
what a
know?
merkin is.
Oh, all right. A merkin is a toupee for your genitals. That way, you can be completely nude, but not be completely nude.
That's
It just
disturbing.
covers it up. And you look like you're naked and just have a big 70s bush, but it's a toupee. It's also good if you're a hooker and you have syphilis and all your pubes fall out. You can go with that.
That's disturbing.
But everybody, kind of has a way about them, the way that they move. Tics, things that they do, a way you walk, your gait, the speed of your walk. That sort of stuff will stand out to somebody that knows you. So, there's a lot of things you can do about that.
You adding a fake limp?
Adjusting your posture. I wouldn't add a fake limp because that's hard to actually pull off. But what you can do is throw some change in your shoe, one of your shoes, and that'll give you just a little bit of an off balance gait that's not going to stand out.
Okay.
Look in the mirror for a while before you're doing any of this, and change your expressions. How do you smile? How do you normally smile? How do you normally, how do you normally talk? What do you normally look like when you have no expression on your face? Take a look at yourself and adjust your expressions, from what you normally do.
Now, maybe you dump the glasses, the Clark Kent Superman, as we discussed, but also, if you're going to keep glasses, maybe you wear a different style or glasses.
Mm-hmm.
You can really change the whole frame of your face,
right,
by wearing different glasses.
That's true. And you can change the shape and frame of your face. Facial hair, grow facial hair.
I like to wear maroon
hair.
Lipstick when I go out.
Yep, that even the trashiest hooker wouldn't wear.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now you're getting it.
Fire engine red. You can also do things like stooping and slouching, to try and make yourself look shorter. Look at Bernie Sanders. If he stood upright, he's probably a good 6 inches taller than that. His head is somehow like in the middle of his chest somewhere.
When you get
I don't
crippled and
understand that.
old,
He somehow has more hair than everybody, but also less hair than everybody. I don't really know what's going on with him.
I think you're filled with the hate. That's what I think's going on.
He's just
here.
anti-libertarian. He's the polar opposite of anything that I believe in.
All right.
Let's talk about plastic surgery.
Tell me about that. No, I did see that movie Face Off.
Yes, Face Off.
That's a classic.
I looked into that. That's not really.
That's
can't
not
do
a
that
thing
yet.
you can do.
You're not there. We're not there yet. I mean, if your face...
You might be able to put the face on there, but it ain't moving with
right,
nice
yeah. If
expression.
a dog eats your face off, they might be able to put another face on you, but it's not really going to work. It just means that now you kind of have a nose.
Now, didn't I see, and maybe you showed me, we can buy some kind of face to put on?
Yeah. Let's get into that in a second. First,
Okay, I'm jumping ahead?
You're jumping ahead, right?
All
All right. So, plastic surgery. It's pretty extreme.
All right.
But certain extreme situations happen. Like John Dillinger, he got a facelift. This is in 1934, which I didn't even know they did that then. He got a facelift. Removed the cleft in his chin, and they removed moles and anything like that. He was disappointed when he looked in the mirror. He said, "I look exactly the same, except I don't have a cleft in my chin." Well, maybe get a better plastic surgeon. Maybe don't do it in 1934. Either way.
There you go. Wait to the
Do whatever you
future.
want. Yeah.
Now, I did see, didn't the girls used to put tape up their cheeks or something
Oh, yeah.
behind the ear?
Well, I mean, it's basically the same thing with a facelift. They just
They
stretch
pull
your
back.
face back.
Yeah.
And you keep getting the facelifts.
And I imagine with
and you
Gorilla
look like
tape,
some sort of...
like I used to see it with Scotch tape, but if you use Gorilla tape,
Right.
you'd
Right.
be changing that whole shit.
Well,
right
you
up.
see some of those people that have had the facelift and then the facelift, and they look like some sort of weird lizard person.
Yes.
Like a reptilian, like Cher and Madonna.
Yes.
Not mentioning any names, but
No, that was good.
hmm
That was good to leave people out of it.
yeah. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Or like that time Michael Jackson's nose fell off. We're mean people.
Right. You know, it is strange. It doesn't matter how much plastic surgery you get. Your kids are still going to be black. Unless
right?
you're Michael Jackson's kids, which are white, blonde-haired kids. Whatever. I don't know how that works, but, do your thing. It wasn't his sperm.
What? No, you're just being
All right.
crazy.
They also, with John Dillinger, they burned his fingerprints off.
Yes.
Now, I looked into this. How can you change
It's
your
a thing.
fingerprints? Yeah. You can burn your fingerprints off, but after about a month, they grow back. Unless you do permanent scarring. You can permanently scar your fingers.
Okay.
And then when they put it into a computer, it won't match up to anything. Just a single deep slice on each one of your fingertips is enough to throw off that.
Okay.
You do have scarred fingertips, and that's going to kind of stand out when they're doing your fingerprints.
Well, but then it's Kevin 2.0.
That's right. Reset.
You get to start fresh with a whole new set of crimes. You can only tie me to half of them.
Right. That's
See?
right. Only a
That's
half.
Only half.
Uh-huh.
That's way better than all of them.
Right. And you can remove them temporarily through chemical burns and regular burns, heat.
Now, in the movie, Gone in 60 Seconds, they buy like little fake fingertips
Yes.
they put on there.
Apparently you
Now,
can do that.
You could just wear gloves, though.
I
Is
feel
that
like
not
at
a
that
thing?
point you just put on gloves, right?
Right?
I don't know.
All right.
I mean, to me,
I
if
didn't
you
see them on Amazon.
if
and
you already
obviously,
know that
if
somebody's
they're not
gonna be
on- if they're not on Amazon, I don't think they exist.
yeah, could be made up.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you know that there's a chance that you're gonna leave fingerprints somewhere,
Just wear a glove.
wear a glove. Yeah.
Or don't touch it.
Yeah. Also, something that doesn't work. I read about 15 articles that said that you cannot burn your fingerprints off with pineapple juice.
No, that's not a thing.
Never thought that was a thing, but
But it
apparently
definitely
somebody
is not.
thinks that. You
Okay.
can't. All right.
Another thing, when I was a kid, I had a friend. I think his name is Steven. I don't even remember for sure.
Okay.
But I know that he tripped and fell and put his hand on the wood stove.
Hmm.
And that was the end of his fingerprints.
Gone, huh?
And they said forever. So
Forever, huh?
apparently, if you get a good enough burn where you get
Get
the
it just
scars,
right. Mm-hmm.
it can be done.
Yeah.
I don't like when things are really hot and they burn my fingers. I think that's
well,
a
when I was
no-go.
a kid, I grabbed a soda can out of a fire,
Practically
a
the same
campfire.
thing.
and I was a stupid kid,
Yeah,
but I didn't
believe
have
that. I'm
didn't
willing to-
have fingerprints for about a month after that.
Okay, that's
So maybe
something.
if you do it just right with just the right amount of heat, you can get it done permanently. But I don't know. I mean, maybe chemically burning and physically burning your fingertips is not really the best idea. But I mean, you do you. I'm not making any judgments.
That sounds right.
All right. So you were talking about the masks earlier.
Yes.
This is a company called You Are Me, and it's spelled URME. You Are Me Surveillance. Now, basically, what this is in a response to is facial recognition software. There's not many ways to fool this. It's really difficult to do it. But there are a few ways.
All right.
The first one is you can get one of these You Are Me surveillance prosthetic masks. They basically look like a real face that you just put over your face. That's somebody else.
That's weird. So it just has like no facial expressions.
Right. If somebody
happening
talks
with
to
your
you,
face.
your lips aren't moving when you respond. Like
And the pictures I saw, the eyeballs are kind of sunken back a little bit.
Right.
Like they don't really match up
they don't
quite.
match up 100%.
You're like, dude, is there something messed up with your eyes?
Right. But facial recognition will be fooled. So you're not going to fool a cop that stops you on the street. But if you're in a crowd, maybe you got yourself into a riot and you were
You're living
planning
the
ahead for
thug
the
life.
riot. Right?
You
Who
happen to
knows?
sign up for Antifa.
Joined Antifa, didn't have a bandana.
You do have the
anything.
black hoodie,
Mhm.
but your face is all exposed. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? You are me.
You are me.
Another thing that they...
But don't actually use me, because I don't want them coming after me.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would
No.
mistake you for an Antifa member, but I mean...
No, that's not the disguise you'd go with.
I'm sure they have a pretty good the FBI has a pretty good idea who we are at this point.
Oh, that hurts.
But another way that you can fool facial recognition, juggaloos.
Juggaloo.
Now,
Now, tell me what that is.
A juggaloo is a diehard fan of the Insane Clown Posse, which is a rap group.
I've heard of this group.
They wear clown makeup, black and white clown makeup,
All right.
and they joined up in a march in Washington, and one of the things that was discovered at that point was that the ICP style of juggaloo clown makeup confuses the shit out of
Facial
recognition. I guess it has something to do with where the chin is and the eyebrows, and it just throws everything
Shadows,
off.
lines. Who knows what's going on there?
There's also you can also wear, a baklava, a ski mask, something like that. But obviously, you're wearing a ski mask. They know you're trying to hide your face.
The guy in the ski mask did it.
Mm-hmm. That dude.
But I did notice he was wearing those sharp red Nike Air Jordans.
Uh-huh.
See, you got to think about everything there.
Everything.
And Kevin's height displacement might come into play there.
Mm-hmm. Camera finders.
Tell me about that.
Well, they can't recognize you if you're not on camera. Maybe you go ahead of time and locate where all the cameras are and plan accordingly.
You know what is another good way to stop from being recognized?
Mm-hmm.
It's just shoot everybody in the face.
Yeah, that's a good way. But you never get everybody.
You're like, oh, dude, you saw me.
I shot
Bang.
him 3 times, and they survived somehow. You never get everybody.
All right, I'll take that under advisement.
Then there's also, strangely enough, it seems that horn-rimmed glasses, we were talking about that earlier, horn-rimmed glasses will screw up facial recognition. So, I mean, there's just some ideas. I don't know if you're scared that you're going to go to the, whatever gay pride parade and be recognized.
And your boss is going to be there.
Right.
And be like, wait, Kevin.
Kevin, why are we wearing that bondage
awkward.
gear? Yeah, that's a little bit strange. He was marching too. I was marching, Whatever.
All right.
San Francisco, though.
Tell me what happens
Speaking
there.
of gay pride parades.
They have a lot of pride in San Francisco.
They do.
They're very proud people.
Yeah. You can't afford to live in San Francisco. But
they're
if you
proud.
do, you be proud of it.
Or if you poop in the street.
They just brought a they just brought a bill to the town council there, the city council, called the Stop Secret Surveillance Ordinances.
Ooh.
So what they're trying to do is ban all facial recognition, and I guess it would ban any government run, which I am a huge fan of that idea. Private citizens can still have their own cameras, have their own stuff, but the government cannot.
So you're not going to
So
take
you can
away
protect
my
your
iPhone.
business, right? You can have your iPhone, you can put cameras in your house, your business, but the government can't watch you.
Can I
and
put
can't
cameras in
connect
my
it.
bathroom?
I think you can in your own bathroom. Who was it that got in trouble for that? It was putting the cameras in the bathroom. That was rock and roll musician. Just died.
I think you have different friends than I do. You must run in different circles.
We'll get back to that one.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll loop back around.
Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much all I have on disguises, but I do have one little news story here.
All right.
That I found that I thought was kind of fitting. A female college student in North Carolina was concerned because she thought she had a ghost in her house. Clothes and things were going missing.
All right.
And one day she came home and heard some rustling in her closet. And she said, "Who is that?" And a voice said, "Oh, my name is Drew."
Yeah, Drew.
And he was hiding in the closet. And when she opened the doors, he was wearing all her clothing. And tried to run off with him. And then she befriended him to keep him there. She called her boyfriend, said, there's some creepy dude wearing my clothes in my house. And so she said, go look in the mirror. You look really good.
Yeah.
Until the boyfriend got there. And now Andrew Swofford. I think I should say his name because you guys need to watch out for this creepy motherfucker.
What's he do? Wait, is he the one in the
was
dress
yeah,
or he's the
he was
boyfriend?
No, he was the one in the closet wearing the
All
clothes. He's now in jail on a $26,000 bond. Several felonies. Apparently breaking into somebody's house and wearing their clothes is not
That's a
legal.
no-go?
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
All right. Well, so with that, I will say, I know we asked you guys to maybe help spread the word of the podcast.
Yeah.
And spread it around. We offered a gun cleaning mat as a prize.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to announce that Alex
is
the big winner.
Is our big winner. Alex,
So,
you know who you are, you bad
know who
motherfucker.
you are, and stepping up the badass. So we're going to try and get that out. And, yeah, now, another thought. I'm wondering if the boyfriend was actually a subscriber to TACPAC.
The boyfriend in the news story?
In the news story. Because here's what I'm thinking. So you subscribe to TACPAC. You get your own gun cleaning mat.
Mm-hmm.
You get all the tactical AR gear to make it whatever you want.
Right.
I mean, I can tell you the last month, some kind of gun light mounts on the end of the AR.
Right.
You want to look in the closet? Hey, there's a dude in a dress in there. Bam, you got it.
You see him. You don't
You
even have
see
to have
him.
a light in your closet.
Then you're like, wait, check out my AR with the slick collapsible stock that I got like 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
I don't know if you noticed this four-end hand grip that I can come in all straight as Stoltz style.
Right. That's also one of the reasons.
That was in the last
also
month.
a first aid kit, so you can patch up the transvestite
Patch it up.
after you shoot him.
Had its own like little tourniquet happening in there.
Yes. Don't use that tourniquet.
We're not going to talk about that. We only have happy things to say.
Right. Right.
But yeah.
And if
Well,
you
for that guy, you could use the tourniquet.
all right. And if you are disappointed that you didn't win your free gun mat, I've got good news.
Now, how could we get our own gun mat?
If you subscribe to TACPAC and use the password or the code word badass,
How will they
you will
remember
get-
that?
you will get your own free TACPAC. I don't know. Well, I can say this, that every one of our codes
For everything?
is badass. So you can
Smart.
remember. Anytime you order anything,
Just
type in badass. If you don't have a password, type in badass. It
EDC
might work.
Coffee?
Yeah.
You're stocking up on coffee? You want to get 10% off?
Badass.
Badass, right?
Mm-hmm.
My medic who totally scammed us and lied about what they were going to do for us.
We never got any.
We never
anything
got
from them.
jack. They just put the screws to us and lied and were dishonest, and we recommend you never go there.
But if you
But if
do,
you use the code badass,
it should work.
it should give you 10% off or some kind of shit there.
Mm-hmm.
They boned us on that one. We won't talk negatively about them, but I'm just saying that company, My Medic, just saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
No lube.
I made some kind of hand gestures that you guys couldn't see, but I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know, some people have been great to us. BattleBox,
Battle box. Great.
they were great. They took care of us because, you know what? We made a deal. We fulfilled our obligation. They fulfilled their obligation. But TACPAC, I got to say, has delivered
Above
above
and
and beyond.
That's right.
Every month, me and Kevin just have a little bit more joy
Mm-hmm.
when we, open the door. You might even remember way back Spanning Blades.
Yes, he's taking care of us
He's
pretty
taking
well.
care of us.
If
with
you
a
want-
mighty fine.
If you want if you have an excellent knife at home, maybe your grandfather's knife,
Okay.
and you just need it brought up
Back
to
to
date,
life?
back to life.
Maybe you want a new hand grip on there.
Mhm.
You know, you're like, you know what? But if it was walnut, or I don't know what kind of wood you'd use
Chestnut,
for
yep.
fucking hand
With a
grips,
saddle leather sheath, Spaneye Blades is the way to go.
it's the way to go. You
Mm-hmm.
might want to search them on the Facebook.
He is on the Facebook.
And he could take care of you. So that was just a little shout out to some of our sponsors. People who have taken care of us in the past.
Yeah, I wanted to thank all the people that are supporting us on Patreon. That's
There's
a
a lot
big
of
help.
you. That number's growing, and it really makes a difference. It just ensures we keep the lights on.
Right.
And you get new episodes every week, even if it was a little questionable last week.
We're not going to talk about that.
You know,
Technical issues
there were
sometimes happen.
technical difficulties. We'll just say that this isn't the first time that we've recorded this podcast.
Right.
And feelings were hurt.
I cried a little bit.
Little crying. So we're just moving forward and keep those donations coming. When we can afford a new fancy computer, maybe
we will upgrade.
We'll see what happens.
But even if you're only able to donate $1 a month, it's greatly appreciated. And I just want to say thank you, because you don't have to. This is still free.
It's still
We're
free.
still not charging
here.
anything.
We're pretty nice guys.
We are nice guys.
I mean, there's really love here, you know?
There is.
Another thing, this may have been in the deleted episode. It may have been a week before. Who knows? But we are running dangerously low on Prepping Badass patches.
That's right.
So, the only way to get a Prepping Badass patch is by supporting us on Patreon.
And I'm going to throw this out there. If the next person that subscribes to Patreon and emails us at preppingbadass@gmail.com,
all right,
I'm going to throw an extra patch in there.
2 patches?
2 patches. And this patch says stay hungry, and it has a picture of Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's disturbing.
Now that patch is free to the next person that emails me.
So they double up?
That's donated to Patreon.
No, it's not like Camp Rape-A-Bear.
That's a different story altogether.
All right, they got to listen.
Maybe you'll get one of those.
The
Maybe
original
you'll get one of those too.
episode. I don't think we have enough of those to go around. Now the deal is, so we'll get more patches of some sort, but I think the original design is coming to an end.
Right. You will get a patch
in the future. But it might not be the same patch.
It's not going to be the limited
so really,
edition.
if you're not the next
original,
I was going to say like the next 8 guys, but now it might be the next 6 guys or 7 guys if Kevin's giving away an extra patch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, it's a different patch.
Different patch altogether.
So we're okay.
It's a Jeffrey Dahmer patch, and only crazy people really want to have a patch with Jeffrey Dahmer.
If you wanted to show off your patches in the Prepping Badass group, Facebook group, that might be a nice thing to do.
Yeah, would appreciate that. Darren Taylor posted one.
Touche. Mm-hmm. So with that, stay safe, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
The Survival and Basic Badass podcast is a proud member of the Self-Defense Radio Network.
Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With FishingBooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. FishingBooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to FishingBooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.